Sage reporting for kalkinemedia. Thank you for joining us, and please stay watching for our trending news topic. Alibaba fined a record $2.75 billion by the Chinese authorities. Chinese tech behemoth Alibaba has been fined a record $2.75 billion, equivalent to £2 billion, for abusing its dominant market position for several years. The fine is almost 3 times the previous biggest fine imposed on any company in China. In 2015, Qualcomm, the biggest global supplier of mobile phone chips, had to pay $975 million on charges of practicing anti-competitive policies. The Chinese regulator, State Administration for Market Regulation, or SAMR, in its ruling said that the online retail conglomerate constrained competition by preventing some sellers from using rivals' e-commerce platforms since 2015. Alibaba, which is listed in the New York and Hong Kong stock exchanges, has accepted the ruling and said that the company would ensure that the ruling is fulfilled, and it would also work to improve corporate compliance. The latest fine, which amounts to 4% of the company's domestic revenues of 2019, is also being seen as the closure to the anti-monopoly case against the company for now by many. The company, however, will be holding a conference call on Monday to discuss the fine imposed on it. The backdrop: Alibaba is owned by one of the most successful entrepreneurs, Jack Ma, who co-founded the group in 1999, which gradually became one of the most successful e-commerce companies in the world and was being compared with the e-commerce giant Amazon. The company has been facing unprecedented regulatory crackdowns within the country since Ma publicly criticised the country's regulatory system in October 2020 and asked for reforms which put the homegrown technology conglomerates in the eyes of the government, and the company was put under intense scrutiny by many regulatory agencies. The company's planned $37 billion stock market float by internet finance arm Ant Group, touted to be the largest ever initial public offering, was halted by the regulatory authorities. Now, later towards the end of the year, the SAMR announced it launched an antitrust inquiry into the company. Others under fire. Though the actions against Alibaba were largely being linked with Ma's sharp criticism of China's regulatory system, but other tech giants in the country are also facing increasing pressure from regulators who are concerned about their growing influence. In the last 1 year, tech companies like Tencent, Baidu, SoftBank, Didi, Chuxing, etc. have been fined over deals that violated anti-monopoly rules. Alibaba, though, has been accused by rivals and sellers for purportedly barring its sellers from getting listed on other e-commerce platforms. Xi Jinping, a member of the Antitrust Consultant Committee, has reportedly termed the fine as a big milestone. Hopefully this has been informative for you. This is Sage reporting for kalkinemedia.